in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You can hate him for not making that fight happen, but this is an unbiased show. We talk boxing. If it is just some missed details, the Double RT Boxing Show, Mr. A is here to help you, because that's what we do. We talk that boxing, spit that fire on the internet, dragging on the net, hashtag dragging on the net. Follow me at Twitter at RRTB Show. Double RT, the Double RT, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr.A. Thank you for tuning in, folks. This is the Ready Talk Boxing Show, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr.A. That is me, Mr.A. We are talking about Terence Crawford re-ups with Top Rank. Now, I wonder if all the people who were talking shit, calling Manny Pacquiao a dumb fuck, all this hoopla for signing up with Bob Arum and Top Rank again, are those same people calling Terence Crawford a dumb shit? What the fuck are you doing, Terence Crawford? I just wonder if the same backlash is out there. We'll see. Remember, Pacquiao signing with Bob Arum was terrible for his career, stopping him from making big fights. We'll see if people keep it down the line, or do strangely opinions change. We'll see. Now, this I'm pretty sure. I don't have no inside information, but I'm pretty sure Top Rank paid a lot of fucking money for Terence Crawford. I won't be surprised if they even overpaid him. And I say overpay him for a reason, because I said Terence Crawford, he's good because he passes the eyeball test fucking easily. In his resume, he does it to his opponents easily. His resume is filled up with B's and C fighters. He has no A fighter. Even though Ndongo came in with 2 belts, you can't say Ndongo was an A fighter. You can't say Jeff Horn was an A fighter. You can't say Victor Postol was an A fighter. At best, those are 3 B plus at best, and the rest of his opponents are C's. That's how I see it. That's how I see his resume. B pluses and some C plus fighters. People were high on Felix Diaz. C plus, B minus at best. Now, I say that because I don't think his resume is going to get any better, and we'll get into that. But the reason why I say they had to overpay Terence Crawford, because ESPN just signed that deal with Top Rank, and they want Lomachenko, and obviously the face of their boxing push is Terence Crawford. So if Top Rank lost Terence Crawford, ESPN's going like, what the fuck did we just pay Top Rank all this money for? Lomachenko's cool, but we want Terence Crawford, And that's why I think, like I said, there hasn't been much details, so for Terence Crawford's going to fight as many times as he wants a year and blah. So I won't be surprised if, as time comes out, we find out Terence Crawford got a big ass fucking money's worth. As I said, without him, that Top Rank is going to look like a fool to ESPN, and they need him for that ESPN insurance. Because I don't know if there's a option on that ESPN deal with Top Rank, but as long as they got Crawford, they have security with the ESPN deal. Now back to his resume. He himself is like Spence. Spence does not have a high quality resume, but he passes that eyeball test with blind colors. He beats the hell out of people very easily. And even though his resume was weak, just the skills he's displaying during his beatdowns. Same thing with Crawford. I would say Crawford's resume is better though, but same, you get the gist of what we're discussing here. The resume, his opponents were never really challenging, never a threat to him. You never really thought you could say so and so. Oh, post on nah. Is there really anyone out there who? I guess there are some people, but there's no opponent that you really thought was going to give Crawford a match. You thought it might be a little tough for a couple rounds, but there's no one out there you thought that's a like 50-50 fight right there. You know, and the reason, and then going into that. So that being said, the WBO, you should figure, ESPN got Terence Crawford on lock. PBC just got this Fox and Showtime deal. Random people on the Zone deal. Who is Terence Crawford gonna fight now? You know, if he wants to fight, you figure with the money they paid him and the money ESPN paid Top Rank, I think it's a kind of safe bet to say they're going to try and get 3 fights out of Terence Crawford a year. 2, maybe one softball, 1 nice one in the between fight. You know, I don't think Terence Crawford is going to be fighting 3 killers. You know, I think he's the type of guy who might want to try it, but I just don't think the investors are going to do it. I think the investors will like it, but I don't know if they want their investment to lose. But at the same time, I don't know if there's just 3 killers for him to fight per year without going to the PBC side. The Zone, he's not fighting on the Zone. So unless those fighters say, hey, Eddie, this one fight, well, can I go fight on ESPN? We'll see what Matchroom USA's promotion is about. He says he's willing to work with people. And now getting to who's he going to fight? Who the hell is Terence Crawford going to fight? Let's go to the WBO, folks. Let's go there. Number 15, Keita Obara. Number 14, Jose Benavidez. So his next fight, October 13th, he's fighting number 14. That lets you know what the hell the WBO has lined up for him. He's fighting number 14 next. Number 13, Kieran Chakazanyan. Number 12, Rashidi Ellis. They might do some Golden Boy work. They both got work with ESPN. So you can kind of see that one might pop up. Like I said, it'll be some mid-level fight, a killer, and then a softball. Number 11, my boy, Quatrilo Abdulkarharov. Still a hard-ass name to pronounce, but that's my dark horse. I'm rooting for that motherfucker. I've been rooting for him for like 3 years, and even though I just started the show, I've been watching him. Jeff Horn, possible rematch just to make some money. This time probably down in Australia, especially if Jeff Horn blasts out Anthony Mundine. You know, because like I said, these investors are going to need, ESPN's going to need money back, and Top Rank's going to need money back. So even though Terence Crawford is probably a sell in Omaha, you got to take that to Bisbee, Australia, fill that stadium out, and get some fucking money. Number 9, Kerman Larahaga. Good fight. Guy comes forward, a brawler. But, you know, I know who he is. I like him. He's been on the show like 2 or 3 times. But these casual YouTube shows, casual fans, they're not gonna know who the hell he is. Like I said, who are you gonna sell a good audience like Terence Crawford? Is this, you know, who are you gonna make excited for Terence Crawford to fight? I think Karam will be a good fight. He'd probably get boxed out, but he'd come with his fucking heart on it and die in that ring, I think. Mika Shononi, don't know who that one is. Robert Ariza, don't know who that one is. Roberto Ariza, I should say. Ariza. Lou Vernon, he's He's okay. He's okay. That dude, he had a little beef with Caesar Huervo Nuevo, the one who's fighting Ugas. Caesar knocked this dude the fuck out. So Terence Crawford will kill this dude. Giovanni Stallion, he's nothing, man. He's nothing. Now the top 4 where it gets a little interesting. That was 15-5. Now number 4. This is probably the biggest fight this could happen. Now ESPN, obviously, if it's just like any other deal, Showtime and FS or Fox, whatever, they're gonna have some regular shows. I won't be surprised if Fox, because Fox has said, Fox, you're gonna be able to watch their shows through their app on the regular thing, the Fox app. You're gonna be able to watch boxing through that and watch all the undercards and all that shit. Which PBC should have opened their own app a long time ago, but another thing. ESPN and they're going to Showtime pay-per-view. So if this deal is anything like that, you can expect ESPN, ESPN Plus, and there's going to be an ESPN pay-per-view. You know there is. Now, this one right here, number 4, which is going to be tricky though. Adrian Broner. Number 3, Jesse Vargas. The zone fighter, but then you got number 2, Egis Kavalaskis, top rank fighter. And I've been telling you, I want to see that fight on a double RT boxing show. I was high on that fight until Egis' last fight. He didn't look too well. He was getting picked off a lot, but I forgot who he fought. But the guy was way under Terence Crawford's quality, and he was able to pick Egis off. So still, it'll be a good fight. It's probably the best top rank offer him right now. And then you got the number 1 Canadian, Custo Clayton. So out of those 15 people, who are you going to sell for Terence Crawford? These YouTube channels, I don't want to bash nobody, but other shows, they don't cover the people like Double RT Boxing do. So when it's time for these people to be like, who are they? Who are they? At least we cover some of these fighters in the top 15, so we know who they are. We discuss them. And I'm too small. People don't watch me enough. They watch all the other shows, all the big boxing YouTube shows that are now like the media voice for boxing, because that's how boxing has become. It's become very heavily internet driven. The big boxing shows ain't gonna help by not covering these people that they're going to be fighting in the future. So when the time comes, who the fuck is that? That guy's a bum. Who's that? And they're going to shit on the fight. And then when people go tune it in, they're going to be like, oh, well, if this show has so many subscribers and they say this is a shit fight, why should I watch it? So it's going to be hard for Terence Crawford to get any clout off this WBO run for the next couple years. Because we all know he has it. There's no fucking questions. You know, he's pound for pound for a reason. The dude's the shit. But he's not going to have a very good opponent to bring it out of him. Like I said, Jesse Vargas and Adrian Broner is probably his best go-to guys. And again, those are iffy. Jesse Vargas is on the zone. Matthew might let him go to ESPN for a nice check. Adrian Broner, I'm telling you, and if he fights Adrian Broner, that's going to be an ESPN pay-per-view. There's not going to be no regular ESPN card. And then you got Rashid Ellis, a golden boy. That's not going to be a fucking a crowd pleaser. That's not going to be a heavy crowd pleaser. Then you got the Jeff Horn rematch. You know, and he beat the shit out of Jeff Horn. It's going to be hard to sell it, but it's going to make money for the investors back. So you guys let me know. Like I said, Terence Crawford got a fat deal. But like I said in the beginning, I wonder if there's going to be all the negative feedback that Manny Pacquiao got for re-signing with Top Rank. Because obviously, Bob Arum was taking care of him. Bob Arum was paying the shit out. He was getting paid. You know, now what he did with how he invested his money, who knows? But there's a lot of angry people and a lot of negative feedback every time Manny Pacquiao signed with Top Rank. Where's that negative feedback that now that Terence Crawford re-signed with Top Rank, and we know we want Terence Crawford to fight all the PBC fighters. Why'd you sign with Top Rank? You should have went and signed with Al. Get all those fights done. You ain't gonna get them done now. We'll see. Like I said, they say the article on Boxing Scene. I know this contract is for whoever Terence wants to fight, and he fights anyone. We're working with everyone. But just judging on history, how often do top-ranked big names fight other company big namers? The Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready to Talk Boxing Show. You can follow it on Twitter at RRTB Show, at RRTB Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. Do all that subscribe, thumbs up, help this show get big, go to 1,000 viewers, then take it on up so we can spread the word on these top 15 people and talk about boxing the right way. Thank you for your time.